Hey, my name is John Yada. I worked at the paper for about 3.5 years, working for Julie Reader. It was probably my favorite job that I've ever had. My life changed pretty drastically while I was working there too. I started before I started working there, and for about half the time I was working there, unbeknownst to Julie, I struggled pretty bad with like addiction problems and depression, and really just a lack of purpose, lack of direction, lack of sense of self. I just struggled a lot. And I started working at the paper by chance, and started rolling newspapers actually for deliveries once a week. And Julie ended up finding out that I was pretty good with computers. I have no formal training necessarily with computers or anything like that, but I quickly started to take on more roles at the paper. I helped with some of the pagination for the magazines and the paper, and then I started taking over some of the IT responsibilities and all that, and then started taking over some of the website kind of coding, although I wasn't very good at it, and just kind of grew to where I had a lot of hats there, and I loved it. I got to learn so many things. I got to try so many things, and it really helped me develop this sense of self. Like I learned what I liked, how I worked, how I didn't work, my shortcomings with work, and then my personal shortcomings at the same time. And I ended up getting into recovery about halfway working through there, and my life's completely different now. So much of my foundation was built while I was working there, and I got to experience kind of both sides of that. A real important part of it, I think, for me was I felt like I always had a place there before and after getting sober. I felt like there was a community at the paper. That paper was like a family. A lot of companies claim to be families nowadays, and I don't think that that's necessarily the truth of what's happening, but it just felt good to fit in. It was nice seeing everybody all the time. It was nice to be a part of something that was giving back to the community that I grew up in. And it felt like kind of an integral part of that community as well. You just think of newspaper or news or something like that, and it's a very central part to any community or region or anything like that. And being a part of that made me feel more responsible and just a part of something bigger than myself. And it really helped me in tremendous ways, being a part of that. So thanks, Julie.